Hello everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. I have got the most royal of beers for your Jubilee weekend. It is Windsor and Eton Castle Hill Platinum Pale Ale. It's 5% ABV and this was about £3. I had to buy it as a multi-pack, but yeah, it was about £3. Where are you, Mark? This isn't the studio, nope. I'm in front of this. This is Chateau de Martragny in Normandy. And this is where I'm camping, in the grounds of this beautiful house here. I'm kind of over that way, next to the swimming pool. It's beautiful here. Anyway, you don't care about that. This beer then, Mark, what makes it royal? I'll tell you what, let's get the beer into a glass and we'll go through what makes it so royal in just a second. Let's get the bottle open. Bit of smoke on the bottle opening, lovely job. Let's get it into a glass. Well then, what makes this beer so royal? Well, apart from it being from Windsor and Eton Brewery, there's a car coming down, he's going to think, what the hell are you doing, Mark? Apart from it coming from Windsor and Eton Brewery, this beer is made from malt from the Royal Farms. Made from locally grown Royal Farm barley, there you go. Hops from the far-flung reach of the Commonwealth, and champagne yeast, and it also has the royal mark. So obviously they've sold some beer, Windsor and Eton Brewery, to the royals. Obviously the brewery is also in Windsor, or it's Windsor and Eton Brewery. This is the most royal as you're going to get of all the Jubilee beers that you're going to see on the shelves at supermarkets and beyond. Let's get, well, what does it look like then? A light carbonation in there. It's almost an amber beer, a two-finger white head, nice fluffy white head. I did just get a whiff. Let's get the aroma then. Malts, citrus. Definitely smells quite viney. You can definitely tell there's the champagne yeast. Well, I could say, I know it's because I've just read the side of the bottle, but you can definitely tell the champagne yeast is in there. It smells quite viney. A lovely hit of lemon. And some nice wafer malts. This is lovely. It smells great. I'm really looking forward to this. I've had this beer for quite a while. I bought this beer as like a multi-pack, and I've been holding off until this coming week to try this. I'm really excited. Cheers, everybody. Wow, it is. I'm on my knees here because I'm on this like weird concrete pillar. This really is a viney beer. It's drying, really drying. In fact, pretty much like a glass of champagne. Not that I drink champagne very often, but yeah, you know, you normally get that really dry and finish. This has got it in abundance. Let's try and get some flavours now. Very crisp to start with. Oh, that dry and finish really is dry. I don't even know if it's that enjoyable, it's that dry. It's crisp to start with, then moves over into those citrus flavours. Every beer I've reviewed recently has been citrus. Like bitter orange and lemon. And then it's drying really quickly. It feels like my mouth is sort of almost like lip smackingly dry. Definitely tell there's a champagne character to this beer, 100% from that champagne use. I mean, the beer looks great. I mean, the condition of the beer is fantastic. If I ever drink wine, which is rare, I'm normally all about the beer, but I normally would take a medium wine over a dry. So this doesn't really suit me in terms of like where it is in the wine. Where it is in the wine league. Beer wise, subtle carbonation, bitter orange, lemon, grapefruit's a flavour, that kind of dry grapefruit, and then you're left with, yeah, it's like bitter grapefruit. yeah, I think that's probably a perfect description of that beer actually. Took a while to get to it. I think the dry and finish really put me off because it is dry. It really is dry. But now I'm used to it, it's quite enjoyable. Let's get the rest into a glass. I've got some people walking down in front of me now. They've actually got, it's really cool, they've got like a Jeep, a Willys Jeep, because it's all D-Day, it's all the D-Day stuff, all the D-Day anniversary stuff in Normandy at the moment. They've got a Willys Jeep up there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, overall, this is pretty damn tasty. Let's read the bottle then. When the last brewery in Windsor closed in 1931, the Queen was a young child. In 2010, when the Windsor and Eton Brewery brought craft brewing back to the heart of the town, she was getting ready to celebrate her Diamond Jubilee. This year she will celebrate 70 years on the throne, the longest reigning monarch in British history. She is a remarkable person to have as our neighbour. Fair play. Castle Hill is platinum pale in colour and refreshing in taste. It's brewed with locally grown raw farm barley, hops from the far-flung reach of the Commonwealth, and champagne yeast. Let's get the party started. There we go, and it's got all the official marks on there as well. Ingredients: water, malted barley, whole leaf hops and wheat. It does taste quite green and quite earthy, so I think that could be the whole leaf hops if they're quite fresh, or it could be the champagne yeast making it taste quite viney. And yeah, they are in Windsor, this brewery. So yeah, overall it's pretty good. I think the dryness takes you by surprise at first, but once you get halfway through a bottle, you get quite accustomed to it and it's quite enjoyable. It's definitely one for you more sort of citrus lovers, so like that grapefruit and that lemon, and certainly the bitter orange comes through. The malt base is really, it's obviously pale malts that have gone in here. It's really, it's there and it's gone. The hops do all the work here. Yeah, this is quite nice. Am I glad I've got 11 more? Yeah, I would. I feel certainly with the brewery and like the provenance of the brewery being in Windsor, and everything else, I think this is probably a little glass of brewing history, if you like. Certainly if you're in the Berkshire area. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's refreshing because it's dry. It's got that citrus note, which I love. The grapefruit I'm not so keen on, but you know what, it is what it is. But yeah, overall it's pretty damn good. Yeah, I quite like saying that. I quite enjoy that grapefruit at the end. It's a funny one. It's a funny one. But yeah, overall this is pretty damn tasty. Beers. One of my favourite beers that I used to drink back in Kent when I used to live in Kent was Curious Brew by Curious Brewery, that are tied into Flint Vineyard and stuff. If you've ever heard, no, not Flint Vineyard, Chapeldown Vineyard. If you've ever heard of Chapeldown, I really enjoyed that. And this has got quite a lot of parallels with that. If you've ever had Curious Brew, which is a lot bigger than this particular beer. I believe you can get Curious Brew in the supermarket now. That was a champagne yeast beer, so it shares some of the characteristics, and it kind of takes me back to when I lived in Kent, which I quite like actually. Yeah, that's really quite nice. The more I'm getting into it, I'm really enjoying it. Overall then, what would I give it? It's not too bad. It's pretty nice actually. It's a bit of brewing history. The Windsor scene on the front there with Windsor Castle in the background with the royal flag held high, means the Queen's in. Yeah, quite enjoyable. Perfect beer for the Jubilee, perfect beer for this time of year. It's not got a lot of, some of the flavours in there I'm not particularly big on, but overall it's not too bad. I'll probably be happy giving it a 4 out of 5. I probably wouldn't buy another crate again, but I'm looking forward to the other 11 that I've got in the house. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you've had this beer, hit the like button and let me know what beers you're drinking for Jubilee weekend. It's a big weekend. It's going to be a big beer drinking weekend. Hopefully the weather and the sun's shining for us all, and for Queenie when she's out doing her tour, up and down, in and around London or Windsor, wherever she may be. Get in the comments, let me know what beers you've got lined up for the Jubilee weekend. I'm going to be in France, so I'm going to be cracking into some insane French and Belgian stuff. I've had too much already really, but it is what it is. Subscribe if you haven't hit the subscribe button. We're fast approaching 400, unbelievably. So thanks very much for watching, everyone, guys. I really do appreciate it. And if you've hit that subscribe button, you mean the world to me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you when I'm not really in such a nice location. Cheers for watching, guys. Lovely.